What is up, gamers and aliens? It is me, Dan, moderately anonymous MTG, and we are back today with another episode of the greatest cEDH channel in the multiverse, and we got some awesome guests for you today. We have got my good buddy Alan from Mental Misplay, returning champion Sage, as well as brand new guest to the channel, Zabracus. Super excited to have her on. She is brand new to the cEDH scene, but she's an absolute monster player. Before we hop into the show, I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to help support this show, the best way you can do it is by hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment on this video. It helps us get us out in the algorithm, helps to get us in front of more eyes. If you want more direct ways to support the show, the best way to do it is through our Patreon. Shout out to our patrons on screen right now. Y'all are the lifeblood of this channel. You keep the lights running around here. If you want to get access to our private Discord, play with me, play with other people in the Discord, as well as getting exclusive content, go head over to our Patreon. And of course, go hit up our Bonfire store. We've got awesome merch for some of your favorite artists in the community. And as always, TCG Player and Dragon Shield are the sponsors of this episode. If you want to pick up some of the awesome cards that you see in today's episode, build a new deck, or if you need some sleeves to put them in, go hit up our affiliate links right down in the description of this video. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let's hop into the deck decks. First up is Mod playing Tymna the Weaver and Thrasios Triton Hero. This is a mid-range combo deck looking to assemble infinite mana, filter it through Thrasios, and win the game with Finale of Devastation or Thassa's Oracle. Next up is Alan playing Etali Primal Conqueror. This is a combo deck looking to assemble infinite mana to cast Etali infinite times, grind through his deck, and put together combo pieces like Dualcaster Mage and Twin Flame. In third is Sage playing Omnath, Locus of Creation. This is a combo deck looking to assemble infinite mana to infinitely blink Omnath, infinitely blink landfall triggers, and drain the table out with damage. And last up is Zabracus piloting Sisay Weatherlight Captain. This is another mid-range combo list looking to use Sisay as a tutor and put together infinite planeswalker activations to exile its opponent's libraries. Hey everybody, before we hop into today's video, I just want to give a special shout out to our sponsors over at BetterHelp. That's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. I know y'all got new goals for yourself. I got goals for myself. I'm trying to work on my work-life balance. As a content creator, it can be tough, but I do get a lot of help from seeing a therapist. If you're thinking about starting therapy, there's never been a greater time to start than right now using our affiliate link, betterhelp.com/modanonmtg to get you 10% off of your first month of services. Whether you've got more concrete goals like trying to get a new job or wanting to spend more time with your friends, or if you're trying to work on your inner self, get help with your anxiety, get help with your anger management issues, talking with a licensed therapist can help you achieve those goals in ways that you never thought possible. I know getting into therapy can feel intimidating, but BetterHelp really makes it easy for you to do. With BetterHelp, you can have your session via phone call, video chat, or even messaging, whatever way is most comfortable for you. BetterHelp has a huge network of over 30,000 licensed therapists that can help you based on your needs, preferences, and location, which gives you access to a wider range of expertise than you might be able to find in your own city. To get started, you'll fill out a questionnaire that will ask you questions about what challenges you're going through and what kind of therapist you'd like, and then BetterHelp can match you with a therapist to help you. You'll be matched with a therapist in most cases within 48 hours. You can schedule therapy sessions at a time that's convenient for you. If you feel like your therapist isn't a great fit, you can switch therapists with a click of a button in your settings at no additional cost at any time. Getting into therapy was one of the most life-changing experiences that I've ever had, and I know I'm a better person every single day because of what I've learned in therapy. So if you want to join over 4 million people who've used BetterHelp services to give them a happier, healthier life, click the link in the description, betterhelp.com/modanonmtg, get 10% off of your first month of services and see how much it can help you. Clicking that link is not only going to help support this channel, but also help support you and your mental health, which is the most important thing. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let's hop into the game.
I was falling asleep the other day, and I was thinking about what it would be like if I played Descent into Avernus in this deck.
That would be funny. That's the one word that
God.
comes to mind immediately as funny.
Yeah, I don't think it would be good for anyone.
It would be funny, though.
It would be extremely funny.
All the Rockside decks would be losing their goddamn minds. The pull between the two of like how nice the treasures are, but losing all of your Necropotence life, like that's the ultimate catch-22 for the Rockside player. All right. If everyone's got a keeper, does anyone have a pregame action?
Hi.
Do not.
Nothing for me. Good luck, have fun, everybody. I'm gonna play a Scrubland as my land for turn, and I will cast an Esper Sentinel, and then I will pass.
Forest, Manifold, and you can draw a card, and I will pass the turn.
Untap of keep draw. Gosh. Let's shock in a Hollowed Fountain, and we'll play my own Esper Sentinel.
That's not on a creature spell.
And say go.
All right, untap up, keep draw. Cool. I will play a Plateau, and I will tap it to cast Mana Crypt. I cannot pay, so we both get a draw.
Wait, I'm sorry. Why are you tapping your plateau?
Wait, wife? Yeah.
Yeah, one of us doesn't get to draw.
Because
Unless
I'm
you want to cast Sisay.
tired. Do I? You guys will just murder her.
Not
No.
wrong. Oh, well, no. What Sage said, I mean.
I have no plans for Moida.
No comment.
I'll pass.
Okay. I will untap upkeep and draw Misty, and I'll crack it, go to 39. Let's get Tropical Island. I'm going to pay 1 mana for a Carpet of Flowers, and I will allow Sage to draw.
Beautiful.
I would like to move to combat. Alan, gonna send 1 at you.
I will gain 5 life.
That's strong, man.
Yeah, I know.
Second main phase, I'm going to point Carpet at Sage, and I will add 1 teal mana. White here, and I'm going to cast Adraneth Magistrate.
Oh, I can hate it.
I'm going to pass.
Now we're going to get weird. Untap.
Uh-oh.
Draw for turn. Play a City of Traders. And then I'm gonna tap it, and I'm gonna play an Arcane Signet, and I will not pay for anything because I'm a big
Woohoo!
mad baby. I'm gonna tap 2. I'm gonna make a red, and I'm gonna play a Dockside. Make 4 Pleasure Treasures. I will use 3 of them, and I'm gonna cast my new favorite card. I'm gonna cast a Bloodroot Apothecary. When it enters the battlefield, me and target opponent each create a treasure token, and whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-treasure token, a non-creature token, excuse me, that player gets 2 poison counters. I think we will do Sage because they are the furthest behind for mana. I'll ship. Pass turn.
Upkeep, draw. Let's go ahead and crack this treasure for a green. Get 2 poison counters. I'm playing Avacyn's Pilgrim. Lotus Petal, then you can draw. Arid Mesa. I'll crack the Mesa. Volcanic. We'll crack the Petal, and I shall play a Rhystic Study. Zab, I'll send Esper Sentinel your way for a measly 1 damage.
Did I ever reset my life?
You gain 2 life. See? Esper Sentinel's getting better and better.
This card's cracked. Reverse lifelink.
All right, I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap. Upkeep, I will roll for... I got this cool little, like, amped thing from an amp from Amped Gaming. So
Nice.
amped, if it lands on this, it means that I win. And then obviously if I lose, I lose.
Sure.
I lose. Cool. And draw. All right. Tartar Citadel for land. Okay, we're gonna try this just to see how it goes.
Oh.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Probably nothing. But and Mana Crypt with 1 floating to cast Dockside.
Rhystic Trigger.
I do not pay.
What's the count right now? Ugh, the difference between 6 and 8 is astronomical. I'll crack my 2 treasures.
Hero status.
Colorless, and then I will sack 2 treasures. I will take 4 poison damage. They'll be blue and white. Fairy Time Raveler.
I have an Esper Sentinel trigger.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
2
pay.
triggers.
I pass the turn. Or I pass priority, rather. Oh, I'll pass Zap's turn, actually, if everyone will let me.
Force of Will, pitching a Ledger Shredder.
Sentinel trigger.
Is unfortunate.
Go for it.
You know, it's fine. I took 4 poison damage for nothing, and now it's your turn.
Well, the good news is poison doesn't mean anything. It's not even real. We'll rule 0 it out of the game. Yeah, I guess at my upkeep, I'd like to cast a Vampiric Tutor. Sage, you may draw.
I'm good with Vamp Tutor.
I guess I had a floating mana. I forgot about the floating. Whoops! I could have saved myself 2 poison damage. Oh well.
I mean, if you want to put a treasure back, I'll allow you to say that happened. I don't care.
Are you sure?
I am very much of the opinion that no one in this game is going to die from poison counters. But maybe
You
I'm
say
just a
that.
disbeliever. First main phase, I have a Carpet of Flowers trigger. I'm going to point it at Sage. I'm going to make 2 blue mana. I play City of Traders as land for turn. Yeah, let's use 1 for a Mystic Remora and Sage can draw.
Things are looking tough for our dinosaur friend.
For the hero of our story. I'll leave 1 colorless floating to cast a Mockingbird. X is equal to 1.
Ooh.
think
I
that's
can draw.
how this works.
Are you gonna have a Dockside too?
I'd like to, as long as this is how it works. Sage, I'll stop you from drawing this one. I am seeing how many treasures. Zap, do you want to snap any of your little dudes?
No, I do not, because I would die of poison damage.
So true, bestie. This is a lock. Oh, that's funny.
That's interesting. We're learning here.
So...
Okay, so that's 10? That's just enough to kill myself.
That's way more than that's twice as many as you need to kill yourself.
Yeah, but if I do it all real quick, like if I hold priority and snap them all at the same time. 1 mana to pay for Ristic. I'm going to point a Swords to Plowshares at the treasure guy, and I'll get 2 poison counters for cracking my treasure.
Yes.
Swords.
It's dead
Oh
now.
no. And this is how we lose.
I hope so, but I don't know.
I will
can't
gain
cast
3.
I'm going to crack 6 of these bastards. Go to 3 treasures and cast a Bolas' Citadel.
Would you like to pay 1?
No. Sage, you can draw. I'm going to cast a Dark Ritual off the top of my library. 1 treasure, 2 of my floating black man. I'm going to cast a Time Twister, and you can draw, Sage. I'm going to...
A win?
No, I don't have the correct cards in my hand or on top of my library. So I think I'm going to pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. And interesting. Nunya's killing it right now. Fresh grip and pass. Let's just keep this party going. Pro moves.
Yeah, I couldn't win the game there, and I figured getting a bunch of extra cards out of Sage's hand's probably good, but I put a bunch of extra ones into Zap's hand. Notice how I'm not mentioning Alan. Don't care about his hand.
Wow, the disrespect is real. It's okay. All I'm gonna do is draw everybody cards and pass. So,
I was gonna say, win the game, prove me wrong.
all right, we're gonna float 2, and then land for turn will be Crystal Lane. Amazing! What an incredible Magic player.
Almost as good as my Time Twister pass move, but leave something to be desired.
Close. For 2, we're gonna go Molten Doopies. We're gonna make a second Dockside if it resolves.
Oh boy, I have 2 triggers.
2 triggers for me too.
Yeah, you do. I will pay for none of them. I will pay for nobody's nothing. We're gonna have a Dockside party to end all Dockside parties.
Ew.
Okay, I'm only gonna get like 15 treasures right now.
See, that's the problem, is that like it's not that many. So what's the point? Be stupid. If
And like I
interact.
can't even cast the dinosaur. Like I can't.
You
nothing.
can't.
It's a bit...
That's true. How many
I
cards you got in
can't
hand? You got a full grip. Did someone draw you
I got
7
6.
cards before your turn? Oh no.
I got 6. We're on 6.
That's too many. I'm gonna crack my 2 treasures. I'm gonna cast an Abrupt Decay targeting your boy. Sage, I cannot
Oof.
pay.
I will play a Mox Opal and
Triggered.
pass the turn.
Upkeep, nothing. Draw for turn. Land for turn will be a command tower. A red mana for a Darcy. We'll do an Archivist of Ogma. Play this LED. Dan, you can draw.
I would love to. I will draw 2 times.
And I will pass. Surveil trigger from Darcy. We'll put that on the bottom. And I'll pass the turn, and I'll discard down to hand size. 4,
Upkeep.
5, 6,
Woohoo! I win.
7,
Winner.
2 lands. We're discarding.
And ooh, dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I will play a Mox Diamond, discarding Beseju.
Triggers.
Boop, boop.
Play Exotic Orchard for land.
I'm
Drawing some cards. Oh boy.
gonna not draw mine.
Otawara, the Dranith Magistrate.
That's fine with me. Sage, you don't want a deflecting spot then, do you?
No.
Nuts. Okay, it's good.
Yeah, sacking all 5. We'll do it in green, sure. Or actually, we'll leave 1,
Hmm.
and we'll tap Dockside to Convoke to cast Court of Calling for 4.
You love that card.
There are 2 triggers. Sage, yours is on top of mine.
I can't pay.
I will draw.
And then I have mine, and I'm gonna respond to my trigger. I'm gonna pay 2 life and cast a mana drain targeting your Court of Calling off the top of my library. Sage, you can draw. I
Oh,
cannot
rude.
pay.
I can't do anything about that.
That's the raddest I ever heard.
I'll pass.
Upkeep. I have a Mystic Remora trigger, and I would like to respond to it. I'm going to cast a Silence.
Oh, shit.
All right, well, I'm gonna have some triggers.
You may. Well, actually, no. I'll pay for both of them.
I will respond. I'm
Sure.
going to Worldly Tutor. I'll pay for Dan
What?
S for Sentinel.
What?
In response to Worldly Tutor, I would like to cast Silence.
Okay, so I'll respond to both of these triggers then. I'll pay 1 life to Worldly Tutor from the top.
Ristic Trigger.
Oh, you're good for it.
Mid-range hell. Mid-range hell.
All right, I will draw.
Let me know when mine can resolve.
Good on Worldly Tutor.
I'm going to put Hullbreaker Horror on top of my library, and I'm going to pay 7 life down to 26 and attempt to cast it.
Well, hold on. We've got an Archivist of Ogma trigger because you tutored.
I'll respond to that trigger and cast Hullbreaker Horror for 7 life.
Hullbreaker Horror. I will have a Ristic Study trigger.
You can draw for it. Okay, so now we
Right.
have got
So we'll draw a card, gain a life.
Sentinel and Remora on top of Silence. I'll draw 1, check the top, and I'll draw a 2nd. And now we're on Silence on the stack. I'm gonna cast a Force of Will, paying a life and exiling a Polywog Prodigy. And I have a Hullbreaker Horror trigger from that, which I'm going to point at your Ristic Study.
Okay, I will have a Ristic Study trigger from the Force of Will.
I am not going to pay it.
I will draw. Silence will get countered.
And Hullbreaker Horror trigger is good as well.
Yeah, that'll go back to my hand.
I had 1 more draw trigger under that for Alan's Worldly Tutor. And now Alan's Worldly Tutor is on the stack above my Silence.
Yep.
I think is correct. Sage, you good?
Yeah.
Same.
We're going to get a Hellkite Corsair.
So I get an Ogma trigger. In response to the Ogma trigger, I am going to pay 2 life to cast Noxious Revival, targeting Silence. And with that on the stack, I'll crack LED for 3 white and discard my hand.
Remora trigger.
Go for it.
I can't cast that one. Do I have an instant in my hand? I don't think. That looks correct. Yeah, Noxious Revival is good.
All right. Silence will be on top. And then I have my Ogma trigger to draw and gain a life. Oh my god, it's this card.
Wait, what? How did that? What?
I'll cast a Silence.
Trigger.
Yep.
Some popcorn right now because this is a super intense movie. I'm
This is
watching
pretty.
right now.
This is pretty
Uh-huh.
sweet.
This is deep, deep, deep.
I only had to throw away 30 cards.
Hey, who needs those? Who needs those?
That breach is going to be hot.
Oh, and I have a Surveil trigger from the Darcy.
Yeah, I'll hold priority in response to that. Let's.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend 1 life and cast an Enlightened Tutor off of the top of my library. Go to 24. And I'm going to
Cool.
hold priority to all the triggers.
Don't you get a Hullbreaker trigger from that?
Yes, I do. I just wanted to hold priority and everything and look at the top. Hullbreaker Horror trigger, I'm going to point at the Silence.
I'm good with Enlightened Tutor.
I'm going to put a Mox Opal on top.
I will have an Archivist of Ogma trigger.
You may.
Gain a life, draw a card.
What?
Silence is back on the stack.
Before that, I have a Darcy trigger. And then I'll have another one right now.
Oh, yeah, go for it.
And
And Silence, I have a draw trigger.
yes.
Yoink. Nuts. think so. You just want to throw the game to Alan? That's what you're saying, Sage?
Oh, pshaw. All I'm going to do is draw everybody a shitload of cards.
I think. Am I just out of stuff? I think I'm just out of stuff. I have like 20 cards in my hand, and not a single one of them is an instant. I think this is the end of the line.
Oh, is it going to be Dino time?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Silence. Sage's silence resolves. My silence is back on the stack. Does anyone dare counter it?
I counter it.
Not.
We can't.
That's true.
I'll go to my draw step, Mana Confluence, and I'm going to go ahead and sculpt the hand. I'm going to go to combat. Alan, how are you at 43? Oh, I gained you life. I'm about to take it away. 2 damage coming your way, Alan.
I take it.
I'll go to my end step and go to discard unless someone wants to do something in my end step. Discarding, Animate Dead, Grand Ball. Oh, nope, never mind. That was the hand. These ones. Never mind about that.
Man's just fully
Incredible.
spun right now.
I wanted to win.
Did you pay for Mystic Remora?
No.
I'm going to crack the Crystal Vein and rip 2 green. And we're going to Ewit. I'll have 1 colorless floating. Dockside in hand.
What the Sigma?
I know, it's craziness out here. 1 colorless and 1 red, and surprise, surprise, the Dockside.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna fold this one up.
With Dockside on the stack, I'm going to sacrifice treasure.
Oh boy. So we're at 7. We're at a hot 7 pleasure treasures, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You have 4 damn?
Sentinel. No, I'm sorry. I have 3.
Oh, 3 now. Oh, 6 treasures. This is much worse.
I lied to you. I did the big lie.
Ooh.
3 and 3, and I'm going to attempt to cast a Hellkite Courser. I'll get a dinosaur.
Yep.
And I guess we get dino triggers.
Yep. Everyone good to reveal?
Ooh,
Talisman.
okay, a rock.
Path to Exile.
That big money. Oh, an underworld breach. Interesting. That
Oh,
doesn't
God.
really do that much, but that's okay. So yeah, we'll cast the underworld breach, J-Lo, talisman, and then swords targeting your boy.
Figment?
Yeah, that guy for sure.
Yeah. Then I'll have an Esper Sentinel trigger.
I guess I'll respond. I'll pay a life and cast a dark ritual off the top of my library.
Nice.
I'll draw a card.
You may. Have my Hullbreaker Horde trigger, and I'm going to point it at the Path to Exile, I guess.
All right.
Path goes back to Sage's hand. I'm going to play a Lotus Petal. I'm going to crack it for a red. We're going to rip City, Crystal Vein, and the Worldly Tutor. Is it the Worldly Tutor? I think it is. I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave the petal in there. No, we're going to leave the tutor in there. And I'm going to attempt to Molten Dupers targeting Dockside.
Yeah, Molten Duplication is good by me.
Okay. I get 6 more treasures. Is that where we're at? 4 pleasure treasures, and we're gonna play Ben Supremo. We're not praying to Dino gods today. We're praying to the Commander gods today, baby.
It is La Vida Bella. Oh no.
Ben Supremo.
That is, of course, how Sheldon said it every time.
I
You wouldn't
assume-
counter this. I know you wouldn't. You have to stop
Right?
playing Commander if you counter this spell.
That's true. I would.
I mean, when you put it like that, I pass.
Let's see. You've got no mana floating this time?
I have 4 treasures and an untapped Talisman of blue-green.
Oh, you have 4 treasures.
Who let that happen, Dan?
So, like, I could cast an instant and bounce
And bounce it.
the
Yeah,
greater
and that's up.
good. I don't
And
know.
then I
Does
have
that
to play it again.
doesn't really make a huge difference? Nah, maybe
That
it
do
does.
nothing.
I mean, with the Underworld breach,
Sage, are you gonna win on your turn? If I interact with this, are you gonna win?
No, absolutely not.
Zap is far enough away that I guess I'll just accept it if she wants to win.
Emma, you
Wow,
thwarted
you're gonna
my
stuff
attempts to
me?
win.
You're gonna stuff me?
Unfortunately, I do have one more instant in my hand. Yeah, I'm gonna cast an Orcish
Wow.
Bowmaster.
Got a point. I'll just offer a draw.
Oh, there we go.
You guys want
Now
ID?
the cEDH karmic cycle has completed.
Oh no.
You guys
So I'm gonna
want
get top
ID?
deck out here. I need my my regulated 1 point. Okay,
Put my head through plate
so votes from the pod here. We've got this Hullbreaker Horror trigger. Do we point it? Do we just point it at the dinosaur, or the greater good, or the underworld breach? I guess, or those are the three options I'm thinking of. I don't know which, if any one is more
Yeah.
correct than another.
I assume
So he's got the JLo. So
Oh,
he
right,
can
okay, so
cast
yeah,
the dinosaur,
Etali.
no problem.
Yeah, that.
I assume that he's going to sack the dino, so maybe
Yeah.
getting rid of the thing that's going to draw him 7 cards.
Yeah, I guess just make him use the rest of that mana on casting it again. Yeah,
Or
I guess
you-
that makes more sense because it spends more mana than having to recast Breach. So, okay, yeah, Hullbreaker Horror trigger. I will point at
Bene
the-
Supremo?
Bene Supremo.
Yeah, Bene Supremo. Attempt to cast again, 4 mana.
Pass.
Yeah, no one got an instant they can cast to make me draw a card, do they?
No, I'm out of mana, unfortunately.
Okay. Sure, I got nothing.
I will sack
Second
the
Orc Army.
Hellkite Courser to the Bene Supremo and draw 6 cards.
Bowmasties.
Oh, right. That's funny. How many is it? 6?
Yep.
I guess I point him at you.
Sure. I take 6 to the eyeball.
I'm gonna point the ETB at you as well, so 7 total.
If you kill the Etali, he doesn't have enough mana to cast it.
Well, that's true. You could kill the
Oh,
Etali.
is that true?
Yeah.
Well, he can just sacrifice it in response to the triggers, though, so I don't know that that's... Is that better?
We're gonna pitch Bloodstain, Mountain, and a Green Suns.
need a
Land
little
for
bit.
turn will be Command Tower. Crop Rot and sacrifice this forest.
That seems good. Sage has
I'm not
a
mad
trigger.
at
Crop rotting. Yeah, once you're done tutoring, I'll have a Ogma
Oh,
trigger.
sick. Any other responses to Crop Rot?
No. Well, that happens
Love
after you're
that.
done anyway.
Well, you will have a Bowmaster trigger from me.
That's fun.
Oh, that's extremely true.
Yeah.
I'll pop Alan with it.
Nice.
Actually, I'll send one to the Avacyn's Pilgrim, actually. I don't think that this one will be the difference between us winning and losing. If Alan wins at 1 life, I'll take that.
That's a cradle.
But if he doesn't get through the rest of this turn here, I
It's
would like you
indeed
to
a
have
cradle.
less mana.
Okay.
Oh, gain a life and draw a card.
And then I'll have an Bowmaster trigger, which I'm pointing at the Avacyn's.
And I will attempt to Molten Dupers on Dockside again, ripping Forest, Mountain, Bloodstain.
I pass.
Same.
2. And I'm going to Blitz in Jaxus.
All right. That's a real good start.
And I'll use 1 more, and I will activate Jaxus, pitching a Birthing Ritual to make another Dockside. So I will attempt to rip Birthing Ritual, Crop Rot, and the Hellkite Courser, and I will attempt to Green Sun's X equals 4, so I will go down to 5 Pleasure Treasures.
And
No,
then that's
I mean,
enough to
I'll
go
down to
infinite.
4.
Yeah.
I'll have an Archivist trigger.
Yeah.
So you could kill my Esper Sentinel. Is there a way that you can kill your Esper Sentinel so it doesn't go
Ah.
infinite?
That's a great question. If Alan draws 1 more card, I guess so. Yeah, if Alan draws 1 more card, I can kill mine, and that will stop it from going infinite. It'll be net even.
Green Sun's X equals 4?
Yeah, I'm passing on it. I got nothing.
Yeah.
We'll try Sabretooth.
So yeah, with Ogma trigger goes off, Sage draws a card. I have an Orcish Bowmaster trigger, and I will point it at Sage's Esper Sentinel.
We are still up 1.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you can do this without drawing another card, you're good to go, which I don't think you need to, right?
I don't think so, because I can do 2 for Dockside in hand, and then 2 more down to 0 treasures. Skin of my teeth. Dockside. Treasure count 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
We are now treasure positive. I will make so many treasures. We will go with a good solid 1 billion.
Propose a
No,
rather.
so this is where it gets weird, right?
What? Why?
You've got a hull breaker.
Oh, yeah, I suppose that's true. Or I
I'm-
guess actually once you make your infinite mana, then you can start drawing cards and it doesn't matter.
You know what? We can flip the dinosaur and then crunch it, and I will draw 11 is a lot, but
I'm going to point them out.
we will do it.
Okay. I will shoot you 11 times with the Orcish Bowmaster.
Every time I flip, it lets you then look at the top card on the library, right?
Yeah.
And you can like counter something, but I guess I can just like play it again. Like, yeah, with 1 billion mana, I can just continue to play Etali again anyway, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't think
regardless
that
of
should
how many times you hull breacher it.
presumably it should work, I think.
I don't see it not working is the wacky part.
Yeah.
But if we exile everybody's library, what's in your library that you can cast off the top for free that stops me? And you've already cast Silence.
Yeah, Silence is in my bin. I don't have an Orum's Chant. Let me take a quick look at the list since I'm already cheating and I have it up, and I will do my best to let you know if there's anything I could do to stop this. I can't imagine what it would be. No, I don't
just
see
those-
anything that really would make the difference there. I'm willing to concede to infinite mana, exile our libraries.
From here, with infinite mana, I will attempt to cast Etali, and then bounce it back to my hand and cast it again, each time exiling the top card off of everybody's library and not casting it unless it's something really cool that I like, until everybody has no library, and then I will pass the turn and hope nobody hits me with a draw card spell.
And because Alan has infinite mana, I will never have enough interaction to stop him from doing that. So that works for me. I'm good to scoop.
Woo!
What a game.
Oh man. Well, thank you, Sage, for the interaction. Turns out Dan was right. Fuck.
Man, that was one of the best games that I have played in so long. I live for those stack battles like that. That was such a fun time. Shout out to Alan for being able to pick up the pieces there. And while Zab didn't get to really pop off in this one, we got another game with her coming up, so keep your eyes out for us because she can seriously kick some butt with that deck. And of course, shout out to Sage for giving me one of the best battles I've had in a long time. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point in the video, I bet you liked it. Go ahead and hit that like button right down below the video. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you next time, everybody. Be good to yourselves. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, one of the best ways to support us is by leaving a comment and hitting that like and subscribe button. It's incredibly helpful and always appreciated. If you want to support the channel more directly, join our Patreon to catch episodes early, join our private Discord, and get some other awesome benefits. One final thank you to all of our patrons who make great content like this possible. And thank you for watching. Be good to yourself, everyone.